Good morning and welcome to Inside Naija on top of the station where your matter now we own, Christ Radio and Television. My name is Princess. And on top of the show this morning, as we did one now, we'll first carry you enter for inside the front pages of the newspapers. After which, our sabi person go dey inside the studio to break down some of the big victories then. Part of the things that we'll go to discuss today. Now, all the yigiaga, all the drama where they burst inside the People's Democratic Party, PDP, plus also the issue where they between Omoyele Sowore and the Lagos Commissioner of Police. And they get one report we burst out on top some things where they happen for IDP camps. But you're going to need to deal with us after the front pages of newspaper to talk about all of that. But for now, not go anywhere because coming up next after this short break, now the front pages of the newspapers. Starting the newspapers this morning, at the Punch newspaper, and the Tory for their sake, Tinubu now don't they do moves to appoint new ambassadors inside all of this tension with US. Doye Diri don't join APC and it's a PDP na ship with the sink. Fresh travel tax scheme, they worth 81 billion naira and it don't they cause serious vexation of Unogo Green. The big story for Inside the Punch, governors now they battle Wike as the different groups inside the PDP don't they find how they go to control the party. Police now don't lock down the PDP headquarters and the Chiamo we get the support of Wike don't move in. Damagon side, the vex and tension full everywhere as they ready for their party convention. Still on top governorship election, Amopita don't waka enter Anambra State and the different political parties and their candidates then don't sign peace agreement. OPS will be organized private sector with a label. They don't reject 20,000 naira note. NDLEA don't discover a new style of cannabis. They call them California Loud, and this one happened for inside Lagos. ANPP group don't set tough terms. We then go take support Tinubu if you won't come back in 2027. All of this and more inside the Punch newspaper this morning. Coming up next, now the Guardian newspaper, and inside the Guardian newspaper, the threats. Donald Trump, they threaten, don't they cause fears among investors as economics now they divided on top waiting this in threaten go mean for Nigeria. Still inside the front of the Vanguard, ADC don't change them for Tinubu on top the threat from Donald Trump and even the increase in insecurity for the country. For the issue of PDP, police don't shut down Wadata Plaza, Legacy House as Mohammed don't take over office. Togo, Niger, Benin, they owe Nigeria $20 million for electricity where we don't supply to them in 6 months. One report now don't blame government officials for the 74% attack on journalists then. Ogboga government don't bring out 50 tax exemptions and even the relief where they go take control the impact of all the changes them inside money waka. Resident doctors, they para as Ogbonge government, they claim, say they don't pay 31 billion naira arrears. And shake-up go happen in the Navy as Abbas don't redeploy 65 rear admirals. And finally, for inside the front of the Guardian this morning, Damagun camp, don't they talk, all those ones that way reports come up from them, say they be betrayers, even as Shetima, they welcome Diri into the APC. All of this and more inside the Guardian newspaper for today. Moving next, now the Vanguard. And the Vanguard contact say pension fund investment inside Ogbonge government securities don't increase 18.1% to 15.8 trillion naira. And on Anambra election, INEC don't promise, say then go manage the result well and the election go make sense. Security men don't shut down PDP secretariat as all the tensions then they increase. Joint body of resident doctors, they blame Ogbonge government on top of welfare claims and say make them talk true, make them know they lie for everything them where they talk. Still inside the Vanguard, on top issue of Donald Trump, NSA service chiefs don't do meeting as the threats from the US president don't begin now to the day worse and worse. You're going to need to check out there because some small tourists then follow that big gist there. Oba Akiolu, they tell Lagos government, make your demolition carry human face. Shake up, they happen for Navy as they don't redeploy 65 rear admirals. And in 2027, after Ekiti, APC stakeholders don't begin now to think whether make them choose one person as a consensus candidate. All of that inside the Vanguard. And closely following now the Daily Sun newspaper. And inside the Daily Sun newspaper, on top accusation of say that they key Christians then for Nigeria. Now they say, see how Buhari refusing of help make US to put eye on top our matter. You go also need to see all of the small gist then we follow that story inside the Daily Sun. And the issue of the Igiaga where they happen for inside PDP, they say the crisis now don't take a new turn as the National Working Committee factions don't they nominate acting chair Mohammed to take over the National Chairman office. And still, Navy now don't redeploy 65 rear admirals inside serious shaking up. What did they do that side? JAM don't discover plan by institutions to go against the CAPS admission process. And still to take create states, Kalu National Assembly members say all of them now go meet Southeast stakeholders on November 14. And finally, for the front of the Daily Sun, you will not regret joining APC. Now, waiting Shetima, they tell Duoye Diri be that. Check all of that and more for inside the Daily Sun newspaper. And the Daily Trust come out now to tell us, say, at 1,422 naira exchange for $1, naira don't record the highest gain inside the month of October. Right now, parties them, voters them, they reject the Niger local government elections and they even attack the convoy of the governor Bago. 19 bandits now they keep away from inside Kano as all the attacks them for border, they get worse and worse. Still for inside the Daily Trust, for the threats from United States, diplomats don't come out now, the advice. Say waiting federal government supposed to do 9 BDs. But the House of Representatives talk say, no matter what they talk, now their own be that. Them don't talk their own mind on top this matter. And still for inside the Daily Trust, the National Working Committee faction, where they support Wike, don't take over PDP Secretariat. Pregnancy cases, they increase for inside IDP camps for Borno. Who talk am? Enter for inside the Daily Trust, you go see them there. Nigerian stocks don't shed 244.9 billion naira based on the threats from Donald Trump. And for the issue of strike, Tinubu don't order, say immediate, may they settle the matter, make everywhere for calm down. And before we go close mouth on top the front pages of newspaper, make we give you a little bit of sports. As the Punch Sports Extra don't bust by to tell us, say, look man, they asked for 12 million euros salary from Galatasaray. Osimhen in blood the hot for the game we then get with Ajax. Bremen boss don't give warning to Boniface. Los Blancos go battle the Reds. Simon don't make League One TOTW. And on top the big story for there, they say rivalry clash. Okoye versus Nwabali. As the goalkeepers them, the Super Eagles goalkeepers them, their forms. Now on the spark rivalry as they ready for World Cup playoff. Flick, they ask for more goals for Rashford. Rooney, they insist, say Van Dijk is not good enough. Saliba don't actually admit, say yes, the interest with Madrid getting them, they're very tempting. Nwakali, they don't kick him out of Bransley first team. Just enter for Inside the Punch Sports Extra and then you go enjoy all of this and plenty more. And this, now where we go draw the curtain on top the front pages of newspaper this morning. But try, make you get, even if not one of these papers, make you read all of the gist so that you go there informed. Remember, say you go join us again tomorrow, same time, same station for another edition of front pages of newspapers. But for now, no go anywhere because the big stories then they come up next on top your speakers.
Hello, my country people of Naija. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial you. Now you go to watch me live on top Christ Radio and television. We will go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Naija. You can join our well because we go break am for you, you go reason with us, and you go understand the grammar well. Wetin you need to do now na to follow us on top www.christradioandtv.com, or you fit follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name na Kolawole Omoyele. On top Christ Radio and Television, your matter now we own.
Welcome back to Inside Naija on Top Christ Radio and Television. Name still be Princess, and time for the big to reach them. Already, my sabi person don't sit down. Bagam for Inside Studio. Make for take carry this matter reach permanent sites. Kolawole Omoni, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Happy Tuesday to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, so starting the matter this morning, one joint body, like Christ said, a joint body where they also fight for people rights, being take waka to go do, like stakeholder, like dialogue with survivors for inside IDPs and for Borno State. And now there, some Borno traditional rulers, lawyers, government officials come begin to explain, say, the cases of child pregnancy and unsafe abortion don't they become issue for inside IDP camps for Maiduguri inside Borno State. They talk long. But first of all, waiting you get to talk about this terrible situation with children they face for camps right now.
Yeah, it's terrible as you've been describing, and it is unfortunate. Say they're supposed to be under their parent, maybe then they at least it puts the eyes on some of these children. But the situation where they find themselves, they've been taking advantage of them. Now, one of the reasons why it happen like that, me say people where they under a parent, them too know they get pregnant prematurely. But if you check the number, we then talk say they don't already deliver almost 40 something babies and 380 pregnancies that they are waiting for delivery. If you check the number, they worrisome. They worrisome. So many factors being they contribute to them. You may find some of these children same place where their parents are also staying, but they won't have that to control over them the way they're supposed to get them. If they're there for a house, it may be part of it. Sometimes even people with them thoughts, they may then secure them too. Sometimes then they always take advantage of some of those children. It's just for us to again reflect on the situation of insecurity in the country, because I know expect say ID camp supposed to last more than maybe like 1 or 2 months, and may everybody go back to their settlement. So for those people to remain at that location and they want federal government to be taking care of them, this kind of situation bounds to happen, because many of them don't even get home to go back to. It's either they don't already burn their houses, or the fear of, okay, if we return, these people go still come launch another attack. It did there. In fact, poverty even there. Yeah. Because many of them too, they just take advantage of this kind of situation to say, okay, let government come and be feeding me. I'm not going home again. For instance, I remember in Borno State at a point, the governor being come and do health check at midnight at a point. He discovered, say, okay, when they claim, say, okay, now 10,000 people we are feeding inside this IDP camp during day, at night, they no reach 1,000 people where they sleep inside the IDP camp. He now went there at midnight to go and do the head count. So he discovered, say, people will come in the morning to come and hit 3 square meals and return back to their respective place. That was how the governor being shot some of those IDP camps that time. So they need to do this kind of a periodic review to know what will be the state of IDP at that particular location. In a situation whereby you have no total control of the people where they there, this kind of situation could happen. Inside the IDP camp, mostly, they always be maybe primary schools, a certain location where some of these children can easily move around and mingle with people, no control. They are not talking to parents at the normal time. The structure of the setting no go even allow parents to have a final say over them. So with this, they mingle with boys, and they are not saying they are forcing them into this. now based on consent, but maybe because they can't control, okay, some mechanisms they need to put in place to control pregnancy, they there. Okay. So the best way of solving this problem is, can we end insecurity and get rid of IDP camps? Okay, I think it's a better way.
In this case, from what in the report they talk, they say small girls, don't they involve into prostitution to feed their families. The traditional rulers say big men from town go come in cars, pick these small girls, take them, use them, impregnate them, bring them back. So if you check the toilets now, the female toilet, you don't turn to abattoir, like blood filled everywhere, because they are killing these children. One lady even mentioned there, say, parents should fear God. Say most of the parents don't say now what the girls they do. Like the children are now selling themselves to survive and to take care of their families. What do you get to talk about this one? Is it that the government is not aware? Is it that the emergency agencies are not aware?
It's good they are escalating it right now. But like I've been talking, if you want to solve this problem, you have to check the root cause. The root cause is displacement. If they did their respective houses and families, we won't have this kind of report. Even if we did, they won't have that kind of assembly to say, okay, we narrow these people to a particular location and people are taking advantage of them. Just trust any situation in Nigeria. The moment it is not normal the way it's supposed to be, the moment you hear say, oh, somebody won't go on strike, things go start escalating. True. Remember at a point when this, what was this name of this union, of oil union, Nopembe won't go on strike. For almost 2 weeks after, we had to suffer increment of gas. The moment they thought, okay, advantage, people will take advantage of any situation in Nigeria to their own interest. So if you check that kind of situation, the best way of handling it is that, okay, can they now review that particular IDP camp? Or can they use it to say, okay, point of reference to other IDP camps in Nigeria? What is the current situation? Sometimes they even forget these people there. Even when the situation is normal in where they came from, they don't close that IDP camp. So many factors are involved. The existence of IDP camps is bringing daily money to some people's pockets. People that are in charge of food provision, people that are in charge of shelter, people that are in charge of, procurement. So many people are benefiting from that IDP camp. They will never pray that they shut it down. And the parent will feel like, say, I don't even get enough money before. Let us remain here, let us be eating and be dining. Even when some of them will still leave that camp in the morning to go and work, they will return back there to come and eat federal government food. So some of these factors, they play when we have abnormal situation. So the best way is for government to now review their activities over there. Where are the locations where they displaced them initially? Waiting with the current security situation in those locations. Is there a way of, assuring these people that all is well right now, just like the Borno governor been do, and let them go back to their respective places? If they no go fit do that one, can you give them 100% assurance, say you go to provide everything where they need? Because now when you no get food to chop in the afternoon, now you go fit tell your parents, say, I won't come out. You don't know where they go. You go there, then you see anyhow, you bring money back home. So many factors like that. Go no say poverty, they play a bigger role in this. But the best way is that, poverty, they give people that peaceful atmosphere for them to go and struggle also for themselves. Because of moral decadence, some people will still say, even if the peaceful atmosphere they there, it's not only because of insecurity. People, they do prostitution and some other stuff like that. But at least from your own part, do your own part, leave the rest for whoever choose that kind of a lifestyle. But the situation is alarming and it's not that friendly. In fact, now slap, now we will call and say now on top of our face, say we have this kind of a situation in the country.
Thank you so much, Kolawole. You don't hear this situation or something of slap because it is very alarming. Say for a country like Nigeria, we see they hear things like this and nothing is being done. We hope, say the federal government, the state government, and then other people, them even emergency agencies and people get out on level go really rise up to handle this situation because it's no nice. It is very devastating, to be honest. Now, moving to the next matter, on Monday, talking about yesterday, Lagos State news been bust out, say Lagos State Commissioner of Police been declared Omoyele Sowore wanted. On top say he won't enter Lagos, they won't block major roads to do with no go green, sake of the demolition with the demolition place system inside that place. Sowore come out later to say, he don't try call the commissioner, he dey call commissioner no answer. And what do you mean by that? Say, is it not his right, to do, the Igiaga where they go on. Seriously, what do we get to talk about this? What's the big deal with Omoyele Sowore, for God's sake?
Sincerely speaking, the government at all levels, I mean the federal and the state governments now, they are making Sowore popular more even than the president in the country. That is the way I feel talk about him. And how do I mean? At a point, he been start from say, okay, he be called president, or got president a criminal. At that point, maybe now only in followers, now he see how he take call president criminals. But if you want to sample almost every Nigerians now, where they pay attention to Tory, in fact, anywhere you are, you see the situation because they can eventually escalate them, then arrest them, then carry a mental court into counter the court into saying carry the mental court, saying then they infringe on his right and what have you. It been start from that point to okay, free Nnamdi Kanu, the struggle in Abuja here, then arrest them, eventually then release them. So some of these reactions where government been they do about him move, they make the man popular more and more.
But as they make him popular in good or how? Because still nothing they come for the guy.
No, don't say that. Because whether we like it or not, the popularity is there. And if you say nothing they come out of it, at least people have this feeling, say somebody they speak on their behalf.
True.
It better pass say nobody they even do anything. For instance, he made a single pronouncement and everywhere road what they call it,
there was hold up
everywhere. Then put a blockage everywhere, including this money. It still affects me. They never relieve some of those activities where they put in place because in talk say in one protest that time, even though talks it was okay because of this coup to still contribute to RAM. So moving to Lagos now again, the noise still all over. I remember when he say one carry free Nnamdi Kanu protest go enter Lagos the other time, you see commissioner of police mounting everywhere, mobilizing his guys, attending to media interviews, say we are live right now, we are waiting, anywhere we show face, we go deal with our. If you check some of those things, we feel like say okay, it no really today relevant.
But the accusation,
the point is, any individual in the country gets right to protest.
But the accusation is that he's trying to incite public. He wants scatter peace. He wants block major road. The TP even say third mainland bridge not be place where people suppose they stand because if you carry so much weight. He say yes, now right to protest. But when the thing now won't like infringe on other people's rights, now their own work to maintain law and order.
Yes, they need to maintain law and order. But if you see the body language of Nigerian government, they no one see protest anywhere. That is why you go see when they do protest, you go see counter protest. Sometimes with the people where they support government against that particular move. And now they are right. There's none of the people where they in charge of the government, the main guys now from Oga Presido, reach many of his cabinet members where they know they push for protest before now. So it shouldn't be a problem. Now, this time around, they ask and say, what's the concern now regarding the demolition in the country? They feel see them from that angle, but freedom fighter, they always fight. You understand? Say, oh, you don't already step on people's right? Because the commissioner, they see them yesterday when they talk, say, after all, say people way, then do the right thing, then they compensate them. So we no need to protest and what have you. When you hear compensation, it may not be all of them. And sometimes the compensation, maybe you spent maybe 10 million naira on your property, they are giving you 1 million naira. So maybe the protest can now bring government attention to how they manage that kind of a situation. So everybody get right. We are practicing democratic system of government. It gets so many attributions. Part of it now for you to be able to express your opinion, regardless. The responsibility of the police and every other security agencies now to make sure say they protect you at that point. Nobody say them go to say you no get right. Even if they won't tell you say, oh, I beg, not because of say you want protest, can't block everybody from going to their work. It's not by saying by fire by force you must enforce it. It's for you to talk to them politely and manage that kind of situation. Then get policemen will be say then train them to manage these kind of activities. Waiting can't be their work if they are receiving alert almost every month. But whenever protest won't show face, una no one hear them, una no one see them. It's not by Sowore or whatever. Whoever is coming now today to say one protest, these people will still not want it. And that's one of the beauty of the democratic system of government. If to say we dey inside military government now, they say, okay, you're on your own. Even under military government, people still they protest. So they shouldn't see protest in form of say, okay, somebody no get right to do that. Everybody get right to protest. And they always talk and say some people, their own protest, they say, they will say, I know they chop until this one happen. They wait when that one go happen for Nigeria anyway, because some guy go kill the person.
All right, now you still there on top Inside Naija. My guest Kolawole Omoni. And if you follow us on top all social media handles at Christed Radio TV. We dey TikTok, we dey X, we dey Instagram, we dey Facebook, and we dey YouTube. And before we go begin to round up the show right now, make we talk a little of politics. The People's Democratic Party, Igiaga. How far?
Yeah, that matter never rests, and we've not seen the end of that drama until 2027.
But is PDP still existing? Because I was talking with my dad the other day, and my father said, PDP is dead. It does not exist anymore. And if you hear even waiting to Oyediri talk, he's saying a sinking ship. One other person from one of the southern states will be port. He say, it's a dead party. Is PDP still actually existing?
Officially, they are existing. Whether we like it or not, they still have structure nationwide. Whether we like it or not, if they want to conduct election today, the party is still there among the main political party. We go get agents in each polling unit nationwide. So compared to other mushroom political parties, sorry for using that word, I'm rating them based on their performance after election. Some of them will not even get a single person will win election nationwide. So if you check, we can't say the party is dead, but the party is close to death. You understand? If you check the structure for a party that once boasted that we will rule Nigeria for 60 years. I remember when the likes of Obasanjo been there at that time, said then go rule Nigeria for 60 years before the handover. It is unfortunate that after 16 years, they were not able to continue with that mission. And it is unfortunate, say it is scatter more and more. Many other big political parties will fall into this kind of trap where PDP fall into today.
How do you know?
Because all of them, now only name, now they take differentiate each other. Now the same mentality, now they take run political parties in Nigeria. And I don't talk am before, say, if you dey run political party, like say na family affairs, it go crash like the way we are witnessing PDP doing right now.
So how do you suppose
No
run a political
internal
party?
democracy in any of our political parties as we speak right now in the country. So whoever is celebrating right now, probably because they are in charge. It no mean say this kind of situation no go before any political party in Nigeria, because none of them don't ever learn from lesson of other people's downfall. As we speak right now, so many irregularities, even inside the ruling party. The same way plenty people been they won PDP that time. The way now they do things anyhow, it go cause problem. Number one, I know they respect rules and regulation. I know they respect law we establish in a political party. I know they follow due process. If you say, oh, we want to respect our gentleman agreement, talk, say, okay, make you respect zoning. If we get northern candidate this time around, the next time go be southern. They no respect them. Oh, if we leave that particular one, if we get a candidate contesting for election from the north, then the national chairman of the party not supposed to come from the same region. The IU factor, now have been the talk right now, that really started the drama that we are seeing right now in PDP. People are pointing finger of accuse on top of Wiki. You can easily do that, because truly there is no way you can isolate Wike factor from the current problem where PDP be in the battle. But if we want to be fair to Wike too, it was among the people where they won the party against the current experience where they mitigate right now. Say, may they do the right thing. If they don't do them, things go happen. And politicians, then they always fight dirty. If not based on their own interest. They no respect that time. Many governors talk, okay, we know they do again. Wike was a smart politician among them. He aligned with ruling party. He remained there now to be playing the spoiling role for the main opposition party and still stay inside APC. Now, many of the people where they be done, they insult them that time, say, can you imagine? If they be double standard, they do this, they do that. Many of them are now coming. And he now have that right to now be boasting over them now. In fact, yesterday on the national TV, say they supposed to, they call him chairman. Say because most of the script wey him been write, now all of them they follow right now. He said deal wey be important enter IPC yesterday. Be don't talk am before on national TV. Say he no go enter gutter. Say APC na gutter, but he don't enter gutter right now. So the regardless of whatever is coming from politicians' mouth, it's just for that moment and waiting they want achieve at that particular moment. Anything can happen hours later. They don't care because it's not for the interest of their own and the country. It's for their own personal interest. I don't talk about if you have a political party where each member will not have a stakeholder, say, they contribute to the progress of this party. You allow only one person to take the glory of financing the party, then the person will be the one to be dictating the tune, how the party go run. If you call political party members now, PDP or APC or whatever member, say, we have a meeting in Abuja, they will be waiting for who will send them flight ticket or to pay for how they want to transport themselves, enter here. Rent, hotel, feeding, everything. Only one person will take care of it. Or maybe a group of persons will take care of it. So when those people are now imposing some certain policies against the rules and regulation of the party on top of my head, now we call the lament, they blow English that time. But when they collect their money, that time I no remember. So if every single member is not so, okay, this is my annual deal. Apart from that, if there are other allowances, we have to pay. We sacrifice together. We want to enjoy later together. We don't have that. Anybody will join politics today now, waiting the person won't benefit from it. They will now rely on people who don't they benefit before to take care of the upcoming guys. So that kind of structure can never last in Nigeria. So whoever is celebrating the downfall of PDP right now, they should wait for their own turn too, because now all no structure, now all of them be they take operate.
So still coming back now to the issue of the PDP, the National Convention, which supposed to happen on November 15 and 16, and we courts, the judge don't talk now, last, I think on Friday, to say, make them pause and make them no go ahead. And but the judge reaction to it, they talk say, Supreme Court don't say, make judges, make courts not involved inside internal parties. So what they make the judge, they give judgment to stop their convention, I take affect them. Say, make the NJC investigate that matter. What do you think about this, their national convention, and then a court giving judgment for them to stop it?
Yeah, the unfortunate part of court order, whatever, is the fact that don't let it happen. Don't let anybody to make that attempt. Even the same court again can still come and rule. They say, my oga for Abuja, Supreme Court, don't talk, say, make we know they interfere. But at the entry point, say somebody make that move. They will not say, okay, because court on does say make we know, because they don't even know what you are bringing on board. The way our structure is right now, they will still need to entertain that move that you are making. So it is in the course of review, they must say, okay, before the review, they must say, okay, let them maintain status quo ante, you understand? In the course of review, they must, it be like say our oga for Abuja don't talk, say this thing, it no concern us, so we lack jurisdiction to manage this kind of situation. But at entry point, say somebody won't fight that case, they will still pretend as if they don't even know anything. Now, where the problem, they always did with that. And politicians understand this weakness, they leverage it to do whatever, to scatter whatever. You understand? So if the Supreme Court don't already rule, this lower court, we still need to entertain to now review, waiting court will they talk about. Do we have pending the previous cases about this? even the defendant and the plaintiff will sit together. The defendant will say, Oga, your Oga for Abuja Supreme Court don't talk, say, me no dey interfere again. See how it talk case of Princess versus Scholar and what have you. They will do all those stuff. They now say, okay, based on what you've been talk right now, true, we no go intervene. By the time they are setting the parties free, say, me everybody go, they do their things. Time don't go. That is the delay tactics we are talking about that is causing some of this problem. That's the reason why you see another person file case here on top of something that is happening in Enugu. They come file am for Abuja. Another one go Jigawa Court, High Court, go file your own case there. Just to delay things, just to scatter things, just not to make things work until they achieve their own personal aim. And we know people where they finance this thing. They will talk am boldly. Say, now me they in charge. Eventually, when it happen, you've seen Wike in so many occasions that we talk, say, that time, now me command this person. True. That time, now me no make this person this thing work. They talk, you understand? Yes. Boldly. After the thing don't happen, we don't forget about them. But when it is hot right now, nobody will lay any claim. They will just be pretending that, na normal court proceeding and they follow here and there, but they no just want that party to exist again. That is why some of those guys that are smart among them don't already run. Come out, say this thing, they resolve it because they know say we cannot go one come out. And one of the reasons why there are people when they talk say, who is this Wike? Is he a god? Why can't they get rid of him in the party? Yes. You see the number of people that took over the Guadata this thing yesterday. They are his people. He planted them there to scatter things for him until when Tinubu gets the second ticket to rule the country. And what happens thereafter is that most of these guys that are doing the struggle right now, you now see them being appointed. Commissioner of, Minister of so, and you, Director of so, go ahead, so particular agency. That is what will happen eventually. Maybe when they're approaching election period or shortly after election, we just hear some of them potting. They don't already finish their assignment.
Okay, now, but this situation now don't lead to two different factions. To the point, if you even read the report of what happened yesterday, some staff were injured because they say when the Anyanwu side enter, some people come say they won't come out for there, and then the thing can lead to clashing. Some people wound. In the end, now still the Anyanwu side. Now still get the Wadata Plaza, and after they left, police come seal the place off and everything. But what is this one now coming? Because even ordinary people now, citizens are now getting affected inside this matter.
What it means is pure politics they are playing, and they understand. They just want to get rid of the party. And it's not only the party alone. You see the same drama we are witnessing in a PDP right now, in the Labour Party. The reason why the likes of Obi, they're confused. You don't even know whether to port to ADC or to remain in Labour Party or to come to PDP. You know, at a point, there were rumors that, okay, maybe they will match Jonathan with this. At a point, okay, maybe Obi will come back to PDP, that they were giving the warning. So this kind of crisis now will cause plenty confusions in the camp of whoever want to contest against Tinubu. And whether we like it or not, Wike is the game player here.
Okay, now, but if they come to the 2027 election now, so who PDP won't carry come out? And who are they recognizing? Is it the one from the Anyanwu faction or the one from the Damagun faction? Who are we going to recognize?
At a point now, the biggest confused organization will go to manage this crisis now na INEC. That question too big for me. Because if you reach a stage, INEC will come they wonder now, who do I recognize? Who is bringing a candidate? Who is not bringing a candidate?
But is there a risk of them being disqualified?
Why not? They can be disqualified. You understand? The law may say, okay, we recognize this person. Maybe it's not the person that INEC pick. Or maybe INEC pick the person, the other camp go to the court. Say the convention where they bring some of this. Because you must have a structured and a legit escort to be able to get a reasonable candidate. So when you get the structure wrong at that particular point, they may eventually talk, say, you not even contest for that election. Even if you are winning, they will give it to other person. So if you check some of these irregularities, now waiting the likes of Wike understand well, and they will play it. That's one of the reasons why the Amechi became governor in Rivers State. He did not spend for electioneering. He only claimed that he won at the primary level. Yeah. So if they don't manage this kind of crisis very well, it will be very hard for them to really contest as a main opposition in the 2027 election. Even if they can be able to manage the crisis between now and then, before the election comes up, say this kind of irregularities is weakening the party. Instead of them to gather strength now to fight opposition, unfortunately, among the opposition guys is the ringleader inside the party. So I tell you, say Wike don't turn cancer to PDP since, and he meant that battle. Unfortunately, whenever you are engaging in go talk, say now only me still days from 1999 to date. I'm among the people where we say I start from local government and chairman inside the same party today. But do you still wish that the party gets stronger and bigger the way it used to be? The answer is no. But it's under pretense, okay, the main agenda now is how Tinubu go win election. And anything against it, it get as it be. Unfortunately, even the presidency are celebrating the current situation. But guess what? Like I've been telling you, now rotation, turn by turn. APC will still face this kind of calamity later. But they are enjoying it now.
Thank you so much, Kola Oleobodi. But in conclusion, for everything we talk to get
my attention should be more on this IDP. And I think government should be able to look into it. Beyond even the pregnancy, we know, say, these people, they get plenty challenges. You know what it means if you are displaced, or you even come out from your house, go another person's house, say you go stay for 2 or 3 days. You could miss on certain things.
True.
You can't really enjoy the way it used to be in your personal house, let alone say you don't even get any house or family members. You are in a strange location. So they really need to look into it. If we know how to be proactive, we're not supposed to get IDP camps.
Sure.
If we can't eventually get them, if we know how to manage crisis more, IDP camp not supposed to last for 1 year before you solve the problem of what brought them to that camp and let them return back to their respective homes. So if you cannot be able to do that, if you want them to call it a home that they will be spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you can imagine the budget will they push for that kind of activities. You can imagine the number of money the people will go do this torchlightment now, where they discover all this revelation, where they make now. It's not with zero kobo.
Sure.
They spent their money to achieve some of these things. They will still go there to go and be giving these people more money and stuff. The reason why they talk about international aid yesterday. So if you check this thing, I think government really need to pay attention to it. I'm very sure if they have 1,000 people in that IDP camp, maybe 400 to 500 no supposed even did there in the first place. Probably their home now don't do okay, no problem for that their location again. So it's now left for you to check the records, because they always profile them. Where are you coming from? What is the current security situation in that location? Oh, if you are not supposed to be there, get out of this place. So if they have a few number of people, they can be able to easily manage them. Even resources will be enough to take care of them.
Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni. See you stand out with us on top of the show today. And thank you so much, Abuja. Thank you so much, Nigeria. See you there with us on top Inside Naija. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning, same time, same station, for another edition of this Obonge show. But until then, continue to join us, follow us, subscribe to us, enjoy us everywhere for social media. Our website now www.christsedradioandtv.com, and then for on top TikTok, Instagram, for on top Facebook, YouTube, and X, we day at Christ Said Radio TV. Just continue to enjoy yourself. More programs coming up on top of the station. As for now, enjoy the rest of your day.